I think if Woody had gotten someone else to play that lead, preferably somebody maybe more in their 50s, this would have been a much better movie. I mean, it's definitely, I like that he's riffing on other directors. I like that he's like, okay, I'm going to be Fellini here. I'm going to be Truffaut here. I'm going to be Godard here. I like that he, even takes a stab at being Orson Welles at one point.
Yeah.
There's an ambition in those scenes that is lacking in the rest of it. But Wallace Shawn is just wrong for this. He's clearly supposed to be Woody. I mean, the hypochondriac and all that. But he might be, and I'm trying to remember, he might be the worst at doing that character that I can recall. And I thought Will Ferrell was kind of terrible at it in Melinda and Melinda. And there have been other actors who, Kenneth Branagh was just weird.
That's the one I hate the most. I hated Kenneth Branagh in Celebrity. I hated that. Was that Celebrity? I think it was Celebrity.
Yeah, Celebrity.
I hated that performance, yeah.
This time it's just, and I don't want to be mean, but Wallace Shawn plays kind of dimwits very well. He's got that kind of look about him, and he knows it too. He plays into it, and he's got that, his mouth is always hanging open. He's always kind of stooped forward. And this guy, if you're going to have an older guy, I don't know why Woody didn't play the part himself, other than he knew if his face was on the poster, there was no way that the movie was going to be ever distributed in the United States.
With the real life drama, of course.
It may not be anyway. I've heard nothing about it coming over here. But I think Gina Gershon was really good in it.
Yeah.
She's the best part of the movie. I'm not sure the actress who played the doctor.
Neither am I. But she's fine.
Yeah, she was good in it. But I didn't at all believe that she would be at all attracted to Wallace Shawn. At all. Like, he comes across as kind of creepy.
Yeah. He kind of stalks her in a way where he just forces himself to see her. And for the majority of the movie, you wonder, are you really going to try to make me believe that she will go away with him? And then by the end, it doesn't happen. And then, because you don't get that payoff either, and it just ends, it's just kind of like, I wouldn't say what was the point, but I was just like, okay, I like the realism, because obviously it shouldn't happen, and it didn't happen. But then it's just like, this movie's just a snapshot of this guy's life. It's just, it's too inconsequential. And by the way, I just got to say this, when I was watching the movie, I thought the comedic element of the movie was watching Wallace Shawn getting cuckolded. I thought that was meant to be funny. Oh, he's slowly watching his wife get taken away by this, toffee nose, thinks he's the shit actor who's keeps on tearing them apart, which is stuff Woody does in other movies as well with his rivals. But it just goes on and on and on, and then when it reaches the conclusion that you think it might not make, because that'll be too predictable, and it does, and it just ends, and he's like, oh, and then she did cheat on me, and then it did end. I was like, really? Did it actually just went in a straight line? Like, okay, so he just watched it happen. He watched it happen. He was obviously trying to do something on the side, and then she just came out and said to him, it ain't been working. And I just thought, I don't really get it. I'm not getting anything out of this. I really do feel like this. I really feel like Woody wrote an alternate version of his life, and this might have happened to me in the alternate universe, and this is it. But there's no twist. There's no edge. There's no real sexiness to it. I mean, the cinematography is nice. I don't even know if I want to say the cinematography is nice or just the city itself is beautiful, because there's nothing dynamic or wonderful or great about the actual execution of the cinematography either. It's just a nice, beautiful city. The people are beautiful. The city is beautiful. It looks nice, but we've seen, Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
Yeah.
We've seen To Rome with Love. We've seen Midnight in Paris. We've seen this 3, 4, 5, 6 times now. So you know that novelty is wearing off. The European movie trail is starting to wear off as well. So when you take that away, and Wallace Shaw's not a good, strong actor with presence, it's just kind of meh.
I kept thinking about Vicky Cristina Barcelona since, you know, they're both set in Spain. And that movie, that was one that it took me a long time to finally sit down and watch. I don't know why I thought it would be overrated, but when I watched it, it was just amazing filmmaking. Yeah. And the way that movie was shot, you wanted to be there. Here, you're right. It's just, it all looks very good because it's a beautiful city, but it's not filmed in a very inventive way. It's all just sort of presented. And I get the feeling almost like this was a first draft of a script, and he knew that he was going to struggle to get actors. And maybe he even thought, well, I have to set it in Europe because I can't set it anywhere else in the United States, and I have to be selective of where I set it in Europe. And almost feels like maybe he was a little bit constrained, like maybe he was second guessing himself a little bit. Like, I mean, I kept thinking of like actors who could have played that lead role who would have been better.
Can I throw one at you?
Yeah.
What if Christoph Waltz was the main character?
That's what I was hoping that it was going to be when I knew Christoph Waltz. I was sitting there the whole movie going, where the hell is he?
Yes, exactly. So was I. Like, what's going on? And when he came in with that classic Ingmar Bergman deaf character, just for less than 5 minutes, it was pretty good for what it was. But I was just like, even if he was a recurring character through the whole movie, like what Woody did in, Mighty Aphrodite, keep on going back to that, the scenes with those actors, those Roman actors, or stuff, that would have led more. So I just felt like, was Christoph Waltz like a pity hire? Did he just like, no, I want to support Woody and do this one scene, and I can say I was in the Woody Allen movie. I'm not hating on him. I'm not hating on him.
He was really good in that part.
Yeah, but that's the kind of actor you need as a main character. But maybe Woody asked him and he said no. Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely the biggest name in the movie.
Yeah.
And he would have been good in the lead, but I kept thinking, okay, if you wanted an American actor, I don't know why I kept thinking if Steve Carell were playing the Wallace Shawn part, you would have had, first of all, somebody younger, somebody who it would have been a little bit believable that the doctor character would have been attracted to, somebody who it would be believable that Gina Gershon would marry. There's no way that Gina Gershon, they had no chemistry together. You never believed that this woman would ever marry this guy. Yeah. And that to me was more down to the actor than it was necessarily the way the character was written.